Thanks for joining me, what the hell am I saying? Thanks for joining me in the last video. We just fell in from the Angel Island zone to this underwater hydrocity zone. As a kid I used to think it was Hydro City, I guess either way, but there's no space between them so it doesn't really work, it's Hydrocity. Now I also want to make a point that all the zones in Sonic 4, if you look at them in great detail, it's kind of mind-boggling for one, because I noticed one thing. Episode 1 really isn't Sonic 4 at all. I know some of you may be like, oh, well, they did say the floodgates really aren't gonna start to impress until episode 2. That's when all the really awesome shit is supposed to happen. But I'm gonna have my doubts on episode 2 right now because, one, they say there's going to be some minor changes, and these minor changes could be anything. The fucking Werehog could turn up for all we know. Sega's been known to do it before. They said different characters would be appearing, they'll see you make sense. And Sega's definition of characters that make sense. Oh god, we're gonna probably see Blaze in there, we're probably gonna see Dr. Eggman Nega in there. Oh god, I really don't want another fucking Sonic Rush. Or another Sonic Heroes in 2D, 2.5D, sorry. I did actually get a chance to, play Sonic 4. It's Summer of Sonic 2010, and it feels nothing like a Mega Drive game. If that's how they advertise feeling like a Mega Drive game, can you imagine if they said Sonic Unleashed felt like Sonic 1? Or felt similar to Sonic 1? Oh god, Sega. When you advertise, I know it's false advertising, it really makes you want to buy it the day it comes out, but when it's something as big as Sonic the fucking Hedgehog 4, a game I've been waiting for since I was 5 years old, it's not cool to rate people's childhoods like that, it's really not. Especially after all the shit you've put us through, like Sonic 2006, and Sonic Heroes, which I will be let's playing sometime along the road. Sonic Adventure, which was an awesome game. Sonic Adventure 2, even better. But then they started to fall apart. Like, you start getting low quality games like, well, Sonic and the Secret Rings, to name a few. Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog. And just a few others that really, really suck. Now, I know what you're probably going to be thinking when you watch this video, that I'm going to sit here and bash Sonic because I'm an old school fanboy, and apparently in the eyes of new school fanfags, old school fanboys just like to nitpick the shit out of everything. Now, I'm not saying I nitpick a lot, because I have an eye for detail helps when you're looking at a game or even playing a game. Because one thing could go unnoticed so fast. Like, the first thing I noticed that wasn't reminiscent to the classics in Sonic 4 was his run. Well, when the unfinished game started, Sonic did not have his, you know, when his legs go into that red blur into that red circle when he's at his top speed. They didn't have that. He had like a jog, and I really hated whenever he walked, like dust. There'd be like a small puff of dust that would come up, or a small cloud every time he fucking walked. I'm like, that better not be in the final version. And he You know, when you go up a ramp or something, Sonic opens up. He unballs and, like, flies halfway across the stage. You can actually hit a ramp in Sonic 4 and fly halfway across the stage, dodging everything below. Also, everything in Splash Hill Zone looks like it's made out of freaking paper. It looks like Paper Sonic. I'm dead serious. It looks like it should be in the new game, Paper Sonic the Hedgehog. Return to what made the Sonic's legacy great, and Sonic the Hedgehog 1 made of paper. And, well, Sonic himself looks absolutely amazing. Splash Hill Zone looks like all cut, even Moto Bug. This isn't the unfinished game. Now it looks fantastic. And the starting to be totally revamped, rethought version of the game. And the version, everything was flat as paper. Moto Bug, the stage itself, and there were people that really hated the idea of a minecart stage and a 1,000-point pinball stage, but luckily they got rid of those in the totally rethought, renewed version that they are now delaying till November, or I'm guessing early December. You know, if I owned Sega, I would have made sure this game was done long ago. I would have used the original sprite. I would have, well, you can't very well blame Kevin Ballo for what he's doing. I think that's his name. Don't judge me on that. You might be going, who the hell's Kevin Ballo? You mean Yuji Naka? No, I guess Yuji Naka couldn't take the craptastic epics anymore, and in 2006 he left. I heard some weird stories behind that, like, oh, because people were saying if he kept doing Sonic, he'd have to do it forever. I don't think he would mind. He practically invented Sonic, so why not just keep doing it for the rest of it? Well, I guess he found it got a bit repetitive after a while. It would get a bit boring after a while, I have to say. You have to take these things into consideration, though, because it would get boring. It's like, oh, the same damn thing over and over and over again. It would get fairly repetitive now, I have to say. The idea would just die fairly quickly. And I guess they didn't have enough time, or maybe just didn't put much thought into the story of Sonic 4. It has a good story, don't get me wrong, but it could be better. There could be a lot more. Knuckles and Tails I'd like to see make a return in episode 2, since they are classic. We do know for a fact Metal Sonic is in episode 2, hush hush about that. We do know it's his form from Sonic CD and not his form from Sonic 3 Knuckles. Yeah. We do know it's not his nostalgic, manly look from, let's say this game. Yeah, this is where his nostalgic, manly look was. But the problem with his look is the Metal Sonic in Sonic City is small and weak looking. It's supposed to be Metal Sonic when he's a little fucking kid. But now, and you might notice he's a bit taller. He looks fiercer. He's learned all new moves. Also, this is his, I believe his third form. He had one in Sonic 2, Silver Sonic was his first incarnation. Sonic CD, that was his second incarnation. And this is his most powerful incarnation of them yet. There is one more where he has a beam sword, but we never saw that one, so I would have actually liked to see that in this game. Would have been kick-ass, but that's just not what Sega was going for.